Pioneer Aquila Moffatt came to Peoria in 1822 and soon started milling and mining businesses. He served in the 1832 Black Hawk War, and upon his return, built a spacious home on South Adams Street. 3 years later, he received a land grant to develop South Peoria and soon set aside a small burying ground on his homestead for family and friends. In the 1870s, he sold this and some adjoining land, bordering on both Adams and Griswold Streets, to two investors who formed a cemetery association. They included his name on the venture, out of respect, not his participation, and then sold shares for a commercial cemetery business which flourished until it was ordered closed by the city in 1905. Without new revenue, the owners abandoned the property, and it soon became an eyesore and dumping ground for the neighboring areas, overrun with weeds, trees, and debris. Court actions in the 1950s obtained rights to all of the association shares. The gravestones were removed and sold. Then the land was cleared, which disturbed some graves. The property was rezoned to light industrial, parcels were sold off, and businesses were established on the old cemetery lands. It was said at the time that those buried there had been removed to other cemeteries, and some had. But the larger truth would be proven otherwise. The Cemetery Association records were supposedly lost, but research in 2016 discovered old county undertaker reports which spanned the 30 years of Moffatt Cemetery operation. These huge books documented more than 40 years of deaths and burials for all of Peoria. These numerous old records document that at least 2,600 individuals, now known by name, lie buried yet today under buildings, workyards, and parking lots. Who are these forgotten Peorians? Well, more than 50 are military veterans. While most were Union Civil War soldiers, one was Spanish-American War veteran and one who served in 1792 were also buried there. Soon afterwards, it was discovered that Nance Legins-Costley was buried there with her husband and son. Nancy was the first enslaved person Abraham Lincoln helped free when he won a landmark Illinois Supreme Court case on July 23, 1841. This discovery helped complete work by Lincoln historian Carl Adams, formerly of Pekin, in documenting her unrelenting quest for freedom in his book about her life and the efforts of her emancipator. More than 2,550 others who are still there were hard-working Peorians, including respected immigrants, African Americans, hundreds of infants, many indigents, and others who also deserve to be remembered. A small group in our community is now engaged in an effort to proudly recognize these forebears by creating a fitting memorial in space dedicated to those who helped build and preserve our region and nation. Freedom and Remembrance Memorial Park will be located on the corner of Adams and Griswold Streets near the old cemetery grounds. Initial work on the memorial is already underway. Phase 1 of the project will consist of 3 freestanding cast metal markers, such as the Illinois State Historical Society marker shown here. One marker, primarily sponsored locally, will tell the story of Moffatt Cemetery, its demise, and the 2,600 Peorians still buried there. Another marker, sponsored through the Illinois State Historical Society, will tell the story of Nance Legins-Costley, the first enslaved person, and her children, that Abraham Lincoln helped free in an 1841 Illinois Supreme Court case. A third marker, sponsored by the Sons of the Union Veterans of the Civil War, will name the more than 50 veterans buried there, including their ranks and units. Funding for the markers is mostly secured and their creation is underway. These markers serve to show the viability of the larger memorial and will be integrated into its final design. To learn more about this significant recognition of Peoria history and to contact us to participate or contribute, please visit our website at www.peoriafreedompark.org.